Hey everybody, today we're going to discuss representing buyers and the best way to do that using Dotloop. So we're going to look at getting pre-approval, creating a buyer loop, previewing homes, and then prepping that offer. We're not going to go into detail today on how to prep an offer, but more importantly, the steps you need to take. So first, your buyers need to be pre-approved before you start showing them homes, especially in this market. If you submit an offer without pre-approval, there is a good chance it will not be accepted. Contract does state that your buyers have 3 days to get approval from a lender, but it's still up to the sellers whether or not they want to accept. So we want to put our buyers in the best positions and get them pre-approved. Once they've been pre-approved, the next step for you to do is to create a buyer loop. This is all to save you a headache down the road. So what does that look like? Go into Dotloop, add a loop, and just put their names in. So I'm going to put Joe and Cindy buyer. You can change this at any time once they're ready to purchase a house. Continue. It's going to be an offer for sale. Continue, and done. I'm going to go ahead and change that status. Remember, statuses matter, so make sure you are updating your statuses in Dotloop. This one will be pre-offer, and I want to view that loop. My next step would be to add these buyers to the loop. Go ahead and gather their email address, add their role as buyer. You can also add their phone numbers. It's just a good place to store information. So when it's time to make an offer, you already have it prepared. So add your buyer's information to the loop. Go ahead and make your role as the buyer's agent there. And you will upload that pre-approval by selecting Browse. And hopefully it's been sent to your email. You've downloaded it and just check pre-approval here and it will be moved into your loop. The next step to take would be to go to templates. And in this Main Street Helpful Info, I've created a template. It's called So You're Ready to Make an Offer. So if you look right here, select that and copy that to the loop. This is a great template to take with you on any showings so that you can get the pertinent information about what they want their offer to look like. Things that you might forget, like how much earnest money. Do they want to assume a lease? How their names need to appear on the deed. So all of that's in here. It's fillable through Dotloop, or you can print it and take it with you. So once that loop has been created, the next thing you need to do is go ahead and start previewing homes. So they're pre-approved. You've put all their information in Dotloop so that it's stored and safe. Go ahead and then start previewing homes. But there are things you need to do prior to previewing those homes, steps you need to take for your due diligence as their agent. And those are download the MLS documents, the disclosures. Now, where do you find those? So if I'm going to show this house here, it'll be on this taskbar. Now, if you don't see it on that taskbar, you need to contact the list agent and ask them to send you the documents. Download and print all the documents that are here. This includes the property disclosure. This includes impact fees for new construction. This can include the layout, the confirmation of agency, all things that your clients need to be able to preview. Next, you want to download the CRS tax documents and tax map. You find that here in tax info. Make sure verify it matches the address. This will give you the owner of the property. It's going to give you a layout of the property of the lot. This is great to print and take with you to get pertinent information on that property. Also, from here, if they're not in the listing, I would go to facts and figures, subdivision info, scroll on down and print these restrictions that are right here. One step farther, download that deed. Some properties have easements or certain deed restrictions that your buyers need The deeds can be found on the tax data sheet. Now, this one is different. It's a new construction, so it's not ever been titled before. Typically, deeds are found here, sales history, and they're marked by their book and page number that you can click on and download. If you can't find it, you can always contact the local Register of Deeds office, and they're good to help you find those deeds. So it's a lot of information to take, but you're going to be paid a lot of money to help protect these buyers. So do the work. Download the disclosures, the tax documents, the tax map. Remember, tax maps do not replace surveys. Download the deed, download the restrictions, download so you're ready to make an offer form. Make a packet for them. We have buyer packets that let them understand the process. They don't understand the process. They're not supposed to. That's your job. So print these, take them with you for your buyers to review. It is state law that buyers need to review the disclosures before they make any offer on a property. It is your job to make sure that happens. So once you've done all of that and they're ready to make an offer on a house, then you may begin to prepare the offer. So how do you do that? You go to that loop you've already created and you're going to go to details. Let me show you that. Because what you want to do in details is you want to update that address and you're going to join the list agents dot loop if possible. Please join other agents loops if they have dot loop. So let's go back to dot loop. I'm ready to make an offer. View details. This is where you should always start. So they're going to make an offer on that Willow Creek property. So I'm going to go right here to property address. It's not linked to any loop here. I'm going to start typing in 109 and look what happens. See these addresses that start to pop up and notice where the source is. Some of them say dot loop, dot loop, dot loop. Now this is not the right address, so let me keep typing because my goal is to find the address and link it with the loop. So this would be the one I would want to choose, source dot loop. That way I would ensure that I'm joining the list agents loop and things can run smoothly and documents don't get lost or confused. Next, you would fill out all those other pertinent informations about the contract, the purchase price, what type of financing, the earnest money that you gathered on that template form so you're ready to make an offer. Once this information is filled out, you'll save it and you'll go back to your loop. Next step is to add all of those documents from the MLS. Add all those disclosures, confirmation of agencies, restrictions, everything there. If those documents are missing, contact the list agent. You cannot go under contract without your clients previewing the disclosures first. I can't say that enough. Do not go under contract without your clients previewing and then signing the disclosures first. Your next step would be to add template documents. So I've added all the MLS documents that I downloaded right here. I've added all of these. My next step is to add template documents. So I'll hit add documents, go to templates, and I'm making an offer on a house, so contract residential, and I'm going to pick the pertinent documents that I need here. Once I've added all of those, I'm ready to start filling them out with my client's information. A lot of it will autofill because I added details and I added my client's names here. So next step, print and sign in this order. Very important. Your clients need to sign the buyer rep agreement first. Then you sign it. Next, your buyers need to sign the seller's disclosure. Second, all those documents you pulled from the MLS, they sign second. Last, after all these documents have been signed, your clients sign the purchase and sale agreement. You need to prove that you've established a buyer rep You need to prove that you've established a buyer representation relationship before they sign a contract. You need to be able to prove that your buyers have previewed, reviewed, and signed a disclosure before they've gone under contract. So that's why sign and send in this order. Buyer rep agreement first, let them sign it. Seller's disclosures second, let them sign it. And finally end with the purchase and sale agreement. Next, once all documents have been signed, share with your clients first. They need it immediately. Strongly suggest they create a free .loop account where they can store all of these documents. Next, share that offer and the disclosures and the confirmation of agency with the list agent and that pre-approval. If your offer is accepted, it is the duty of the last agent to notify to bind the offer, not the one whose client signed it last. It's the one you share it to bind that offer. That's important to remember. Next step, add that front folder to your .loop folder. Submit for review immediately. If you're missing forms, it does not matter. Submit it because you have drop dead dates on that contract that go into effect as soon as you've bound it. Next, send a copy of the bound offer to the agent, the client, your client's lender, and the title company. And finally, you're ready to schedule those home inspections and collect your earnest money. So, if you have any questions about this, please reach out. Thanks.